Drive Time with Dave Monk. This is BBC Essex.
Coming up after the travel news, if I said Southend Shakedown, you'd probably know what I was talking about. It's a brilliant get-together of motorcyclists in Southend. Well, there's some good news.
Travel news from BBC Essex.
Barry Lewis. Let's go to Easter Monday. Easter Monday in Southend. It's a wonderful time. Well, it was until recently. The Southend Shakedown happened every year. Well, at least it did until 2016, when the organisers said that they just couldn't keep up with the administrative demands of the event because it involves hundreds of motorbikes descending on Southend. There's been a sort of unofficial version since then, but the council and the police really don't like that. Well, the good news is that the Southend Shakedown resurrection could be on its way. It could be on its way next year. A new committee, including the council, has been formed, so watch this space. And we thought we'd find out more about this because I love the Shakedown. Adam Ball joins me now. Adam, remind us, for anybody who'd never been to the Shakedown, remind us what it's all about.
Hello, Dave. Yes, the Shakedown has been going on as regarding the Ace Cafe for since the mid-90s, really. But the event in itself has been going for sort of a lot longer. That has always been a run to Southend on the Bank Holiday Monday. So what's basically happened is, because the Ace have pulled out, as you said, the last couple of years, it's not been very organised, and as such, particularly this year, we were all put down at the gasworks and up Lucy Road, so we felt that time has come to get it back on again.
And so what went wrong? Because I used to have Roger Glover on the programme when he was he was a driving force, lovely man, behind it. Sadly, he left us in 2012. What actually has gone wrong? Why did the Ace pull out?
As far as I understand, it was due to some policing costs. Now, the year that they pulled out, the local traders stepped in to pick the tab up on that. Yeah. We managed to get it going in the end, but nothing's happened last year. We felt that what I did, that the council was being a bit obstructive last year, in that they was trying to stop it in its entirety by saying we couldn't park anywhere, effectively down the seafront. Yeah. Our point to that is, I know you said there's hundreds of bikes, but we're on a good run, you can look at 10,000.
Yes.
If we've got, we've admittedly it's a bit weather dependent because Easter falls on different times depending on what year. But the year before the last one, it was absolutely packed. So I said to them, you could have that amount of number again descending, and they sort of capitulated to a point and gave us some parking up by the Three Shells and the casinos.
Because they actually came on my programme last year, and I think the year before as well, saying please don't come,
That's right.
because they were really worried about health and safety things. And I when I say health and safety, people do go a bit freaked out. But in fact, if there had been an accident, if anything had gone wrong, then it would have really tainted things, wouldn't it?
Yes, I mean, there is always that aspect to it, but then there's biking runs that go around all over the country, so there's always an element there. But I mean, the event has been going on for such a long time, and prior to that was without the Ace Cafes involved. There's always been that thing there. So yes.
So what's the plan then? Because this sounds very exciting, because it'd be really good to get it back, and with Southend Council on board this time.
Yes, we've got, as you pointed out, we've got some councillors. We have 3 councillors on our committee, and it is cross-party, so it's not one affiliation. And the actual committee itself is also made up of myself and the other guy that's involved, Richard Sears. We basically, how it happened, because this year was so poor, I thought, right, enough's enough. We need to get this sorted out. So I started on my trail, and independently of myself, Richard did as well. And it was a third party that got us together, and we sort of, put our heads together and said, right, we can deal with this. But yes, the committee has got some councillors on it. We've also got some bikers, traders as well. So it's quite a local, it's very much a Southend thing now. And we also have some new people on the Southend Council itself who do want this to go forward again.
Where's the money going to come from to pay for things like the insurance and the policing and stuff like that? Because it will, it does take a lot, doesn't it?
Yes, it is. It's not cheap, but we're looking to get some sponsors. We've already been speaking to various donors and that. So that will be once we've got the nuts and bolts, which we've essentially dealt with in the first couple of meetings in our committee, which is the health and safety aspect of it, which we feel we need to deal with first, and then once that's pretty much dealt with, then we can move on. But we have been talking to sponsors, and we've been getting some positive feedback. That's
really good. What does it do for Southend?
For the town itself, essentially for the traders, it would give them a very welcome boost in an otherwise part of the year where it's very low. And as a couple of traders that pointed out at the last meeting, the extra money that comes in from the shakedown covers events. You probably remember the floods that we've had.
Sure, yeah.
And how it affected the seafront.
Yeah.
Well, the extra money they earn from events like the shakedown helps to cover the costs of things like that. So, so then they can get on with the rest of the year. So for the traders, obviously it's an important thing for them because they can continue and we can continue to have a seafront as we know it. And as I say, it's one of the big events in the biking calendar. As regarding the South East, we've got all the bank holidays, but obviously Easter being the first one, it's got a big biking event as well.
It sets the whole tone, doesn't it? It sets the whole tone. Families love it. Just the kids absolutely love it, don't they?
That's right, yes, yeah. As I say, I've been reading comments on various social media sites, particularly what happened this year. It's okay. The council have got a safety consideration to deal with, and I understand that I've had some correspondence with one of our councillors. And whilst it's not ideal, I can understand that the safety of public and the security of our bikes. Yeah, I get that, but yes, you're right. The people come down to see the bikes, to see all the events and everything. So to hide that out of the way, you don't feel that's quite right.
But we're looking forward now rather than back. So out of 10, Adam, what are the chances of the shakedown resurrection taking place?
I'd say extremely high. As I said, we've got quite a well organised committee together.
8, 7, 8.
I'd say about 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10 chance of this going ahead.
All right, brilliant. Adam Ball there. And we will watch this space here on BBC Essex and let you know, because it is a real great family event, isn't it? Travel next after Kate Bush.